What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, specifically, what we need to look at is, if you guys watched my previous video on YouTube yesterday, I made a video and I basically showed on the thumbnail that I noticed a much bigger descending fractal than what I showed you guys yesterday, and I feel like we need to go over that in today's episode. Now, it's not on XRP right now, but it is on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, if you guys remember the past couple of days, the Ethereum chart that we had originally drawn was much smaller. We had the drop like this, and then I had a very small uptrend like that, which is still fairly accurate here. But then I took a step back and I noticed, holy cow, there is a much bigger, kind of descending triangle that's forming here. And you can see accurately that it does work because of the wick right here. When I jump to the daily, you can kind of see how exactly this is forming here. We have a beautiful, and I mean a beautiful bottom, and then we had a beautiful symmetrical triangle filling in the gap. Typically, these do have bearish biases, but we're kind of letting things play out as we're starting to peak a little bit above it right as we speak. We're also seeing that same thing apply itself to Bitcoin as I slightly adjusted it here. You can see if I jump to the weekly that this also is very much so accurate here as we start to have the major dump and then we have the consolidation. You can see that the major swing that we had up, what a lot of people would say, oh, well, that's a daily, that's a candle that shot us above. You can see here we had a major reversal right back down. We're now inside on a major symmetrical triangle off this downtrend here, which is also gorgeous and beautiful. So when we take this as an outlier right here, you can then see and acknowledge that there is a massive symmetrical triangle forming off this drop, typically a bearish bias as well. So something we have to pay very close attention to, and I'm getting excited that we finally found some sort of trend line to go off of that kind of explains Ethereum and Bitcoin. So we are also going to be looking at XRP, which is kind of hanging on by a thread right now in regards to its resistance level right here. But for the most part, we're pretty much on a downtrend right now, and I believe it's going to continue. Is there a likelihood of a possible break to the upside? Of course there is. Doesn't mean it's going to happen right now. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what hopefully we're going to find out in today's video. The S&P as of yesterday closed bearish again, which is surprising. We actually had a small reversal, but again, as you guys know, we have a major kind of descending fractal. I don't want to say major, but we do have a descending fractal that we kind of found, a descending channel on the price here, and you can see as we've kind of teeter-tottered and fallen stagnant inside of here, you can see we're having a bit of resistance right now, and there's a good chance this is going to continue to drop lower. We kind of expected yesterday to break bearish, and that's kind of what's happening right now. So that's everything that we have to talk about in today's video. So definitely stay tuned. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So super quick, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know I had a few people commenting about my finance channel, my second one. This is the crypto channel. We have a finance channel. I just started this like 7 months ago, and recently I feel like the goal of it was to kind of crack the YouTube algorithm, but to also make fun videos that I enjoy for YouTube that I can't really post on my crypto channel that you're watching, just because it's not the same audience. But I've been doing really well, I feel like, especially the past couple of days in regards to the videos that we've been posting on my second channel here. You can kind of see, especially we had a 50K video, and then most recently a 65,000 view video, which is absurd. It's crazy. You guys really seem to like this, so definitely make sure to check it out. Link is down in the description below. But 64,000 views is absolutely absurd to me, and I do on this channel want to show you guys, how much money each video has made, what the CPM is, how to make a video go viral, all this stuff. I finally have a place to share this knowledge, especially since I've been testing out all these videos and kind of figuring out for myself whether or not it's accurate and will work, and I do believe it is. So I am excited to make this video, or these videos. I have another one uploading this week, hopefully Friday, so stay tuned for that. But anywho, diving into the technical analysis into today's video, you can see here top 10 cryptocurrencies. We're up about 1.4%. You can kind of see a small little spike to the upside since we've been flatlined over and over and over again here. But moving forward from that, there's not really much movement that we're seeing, specifically with an XRP. There's also not really much movement here. As you guys know, there's about a few days left, maybe 4 days. We have 4 days and 11 hours left of consolidation, or of this week, of this weekly candle, before we get some sort of decision. And I believe we are going to be breaking bearish here. we have to see how it plays out, but right now we have yet to break through this major resistance. And truthfully, this is kind of how I'm coping with the market right now. We have a beautiful downtrend. You can see it right here. We have a beautiful, downtrend, a purple band here. And every single time we've come to retest it, we end up rejecting and falling lower. So here's another day where we're doing the same exact thing. We have to see, hey, are we going to break above here and close above, which could, ultimately ensue a beautiful break to the upside, which at some point we are going to do. Or are we going to fall lower first and then break to the upside here? And the longer we hang out here, the more reason I believe we're going to be breaking bearish. Now, we are retesting a very vital support at 30 cents here, but I have a feeling we're probably going to actually close closer to this before we see some sort of vital break to the upside, before we see 75 cents retest, though. But regardless of my opinion on here, the fact of the matter is, and granted, we do have a bearish cross on the MACD right here, which is another huge sign of correction. But regardless, you can see the fact that we're retesting this major resistance right now. If we decide to close below here this week, there's a good chance we are going to fall lower before we see any sort of reversal. So that's really what we have to wait for. If at any point, regardless of the videos I make, we close a weekly above this, we close at 38, we close at 40 cents, then I will be buying in long with the expectation of longing it to the upside with leverage to about, I'd say, a target of 54 to 76 cents easy. And I'm going to be doing this, obviously, on Bityard. Hopefully, you guys at this point are familiar with what Bityard is. You can see I wear the shirt right here. Bityard, they are the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. Obviously, I'm logged out. Of course, it wasn't logged out as of 10 minutes ago before making this video. But you can buy long, you can sell short, you could create stop losses, take profits, everything you can think of. They even have a demo account, which is even cooler here. And the best part is they offer XRP, which not many exchanges offer. Even cooler than that, if you do decide to sign up, which is completely free in the link down in the description below, and then click mystery box, you can actually get free crypto right here just by signing up for free. It's that simple. There's no tricks. There's nothing about it. I've been using Bityard for over 2 years, and they've not failed me yet. They've had a few hiccups in the past here, just some glitches on the website, but I've reached out. I literally just clicked the help button here, which I know you guys can't see, so let me zoom in. They have a help button right here. I'm still blocking it, but you can see in the bottom right corner, there is a help button that you can click on and they'll answer all your questions, which is really nice. But with that being said, moving forward from Bityard here, looking at Ethereum and Bitcoin and the S&P 500, these are the cryptocurrencies that I am mainly focused on because they have formed some sort of major descending fractal. And typically these have bearish biases, as far as I understood. But, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong in the sense, and I'm just looking at previous patterns here. Descending fractals had bullish biases, so we had major descending fractals. When we fell into a descending fractal, we broke bullish. When we rose into it, we also broke bullish. So it's very peculiar trying to figure out exactly what's happened here. It's definitely a hard pattern to follow, and it makes it even more challenging when the previous symmetrical triangle broke as bullish. So that's a little bit peculiar. And with that knowledge here, now I usually thought we had a bearish bias, but let's consider the opportunity that, hey, maybe we will be breaking bullish. If we can close outside of here, we retest the weekly moving average here. I'm ideally looking at the weekly charts. I feel like this is the best way to go. Looking at the weekly chart here, you can see we have a symmetrical triangle forming. If we can close the weekly, not the daily candles, but the weekly, in about 4 days and 11 hours outside of this symmetrical triangle, then I would continue or consider buying in long. You can see right here, if we don't, and you want to play it a little more aggressive, you can wait for a candle like this to close us above here. But this is all I'm referencing, which could be a potential problem zone for trades here. But if we can close above here, close at maybe 1,300, then there's a big chance that we could continue to long this as well. But ideally, weekly is more conservative, and if you play it on the daily, it's definitely more aggressive. But the same thing applies itself with Bitcoin here. There's a very big chance that this could be breaking bullish. It is very possible that we could see a bullish break from here, and that we could rally up. Although I think everything, including Ethereum charts and Bitcoin, has everything to do with the way the S&P 500 trades, but I think it's going to be very soon, probably this week, that we get some sort of determination as to the direction, because this is going to pop. This is a beautiful symmetrical triangle, regardless of what you say, and we are going to find a culprit or a move very, very soon. You can see volume has steadily died off here. Even on the weekly, you can see a beautiful symmetrical triangle forming here. It's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. And this is not something that's stable. It is going to cause a movement in some sort of direction very, very, very soon. With that being said, the S&P, you can see, is going to be that culprit. If we can break through this, there's a good chance we could rally up easily to 4,100 points. If that doesn't happen, we're going to continue to scale lower, and that's kind of what I'm waiting for. You can see we are in January 4th. I believe we get the inflation data next week on the 13th, 10th to the 13th, around that. And that will give us December inflation. There's a good chance that's going to come out positive, most likely, lower than what we've been seeing. But I truly believe that's going to... I mean, I don't know how much it's going to affect everything, but I truly believe, or then the Fed rates are going to come out raising us, but I do believe we are going to continue to go lower. I just don't think we're in the middle just yet. Although if that's the case and we start to rally up higher from here, like let's say this is it and this is how we moving forward here, or we just start to head back up and hang out at the top, I am not complaining in any sort of way, but I just have this weird irk that we're going to fall lower before we see any sort of reversal. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, check out my second channel if you haven't already. Smash the like button if you haven't, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.